I'm Health Hack Harry, and I'm no hack when it comes to health. In today's video, I'll be covering 10 signs of a covert narcissist. If you enjoy content like this, remember to like and subscribe for more. Identifying a covert narcissist can be a subtle and intricate task, as individuals with this personality trait excel at concealing their self-centered tendencies beneath a veneer of humility. Unlike their overt counterparts, covert narcissists mask their grandiosity with a facade of sensitivity and victimhood. These individuals may exhibit excessive sensitivity to criticism, play the victim card, and display a lack of genuine empathy. Their manipulative behavior is often subtle, involving passive-aggressive tactics and a penchant for seeking attention indirectly. Covert narcissists may struggle with authentic connections, harbor a fear of rejection, and exhibit envy towards others. Recognizing these signs can be crucial for navigating relationships and understanding the underlying dynamics at play. In this exploration, we delve into the nuanced behaviors that may indicate the presence of covert narcissism, shedding light on the intricacies of this personality trait. 1. Excessive sensitivity. Covert narcissists often cloak their self-centered tendencies with a veneer of sensitivity and victimhood. One key sign is their excessive sensitivity to criticism. Even constructive feedback can trigger a defensive response. They adeptly play the victim, seeking sympathy while downplaying the needs of others. Despite lacking overt arrogance, covert narcissists harbor an underlying sense of entitlement and superiority. Their manipulative tactics are subtle, involving passive-aggressive behavior and the strategic seeking of attention. These individuals may struggle with genuine empathy, making it challenging to connect with others emotionally. A notable trait is their difficulty in taking responsibility for mistakes, often deflecting blame onto others. While seemingly confident, covert narcissists fear rejection intensely, influencing their behavior to avoid disapproval. This exploration unravels the intricate layers of covert narcissism, exposing the subtle yet impactful behaviors that characterize this complex personality trait. Understanding these signs is crucial for navigating relationships and deciphering the dynamics of individuals with covert narcissistic tendencies. 2. Victim mentality. Covert narcissists weave a narrative of victimhood, making it challenging to identify their self-centered tendencies. A telling sign is their portrayal of themselves as perpetual victims, constantly seeking sympathy while undermining the needs of those around them. At the same time, not overtly grandiose, covert narcissists exude a subtle sense of entitlement and superiority. Their manipulation tactics involve playing mind games and utilizing passive-aggressive strategies to control situations. Empathy is a struggle for them, hindering genuine emotional connections. Taking responsibility for mistakes proves difficult, as covert narcissists tend to deflect blame onto others. Despite outward confidence, an intense fear of rejection drives their behavior, compelling them to avoid situations that might lead to disapproval. Unmasking the subtle nuances of covert narcissism is crucial for understanding the complex dynamics at play in relationships and interactions with individuals who adeptly conceal their self-centered nature behind a facade of sensitivity and victimization. 3. Grandiosity. Covert narcissists may not exhibit overt arrogance, but beneath their seemingly humble exterior lies a subtle grandiosity. One significant indicator is their excessive sensitivity to criticism, responding defensively even to constructive feedback. Their victim mentality becomes evident as they consistently portray themselves as victims, seeking sympathy and downplaying the needs of others. Covert narcissists subtly manifest a sense of entitlement and superiority, employing manipulative tactics to control situations. While not overt attention seekers, they strategically seek admiration through indirect means, such as fishing for compliments or subtly highlighting their achievements. Empathy is a challenge for them, hindering the development of authentic emotional connections. Difficulty in taking responsibility for mistakes and a fear of rejection further characterize covert narcissists. Unraveling these nuanced behaviors is crucial for recognizing the presence of covert narcissism and navigating relationships with individuals who adeptly mask their self-centered nature behind a facade of humility and sensitivity. 4. Lack of empathy. Covert narcissists navigate social interactions with a facade of humility, masking their underlying self-centered tendencies. While not overtly grandiose, they exhibit an insidious sense of entitlement and superiority. A prominent sign is their intense sensitivity to criticism, reacting defensively even to constructive input. Their victim mentality becomes apparent as they consistently portray themselves as victims, seeking sympathy and diminishing the needs of others. Covert narcissists employ subtle manipulation, using passive-aggressive tactics to control situations and people around them. Although not blatant attention seekers, they strategically garner admiration indirectly. Empathy proves elusive for covert narcissists, hindering genuine emotional connections. Taking responsibility for mistakes is a challenge, often leading to blame shifting. Their behavior is fueled by an underlying fear of rejection, prompting efforts to avoid situations that may result in disapproval. Recognizing these nuanced behaviors is pivotal for understanding and navigating relationships with individuals who adeptly veil their self-centered nature behind a mask of humility and sensitivity. 5. Manipulative behavior. Covert narcissists, skilled in concealing their self-centered traits behind a facade of humility, exhibit subtle yet distinctive behaviors. Their manipulation tactics are nuanced, involving passive-aggressive strategies and a penchant for seeking attention indirectly. While lacking overt arrogance, covert narcissists maintain an underlying sense of entitlement and superiority. Excessive sensitivity to criticism is a key indicator, leading them to defensively react even to constructive feedback. The victim mentality they adopt involves consistently portraying themselves as victims, seeking sympathy while downplaying others' needs. Though not overt attention seekers, they strategically aim for admiration through indirect means. Empathy is a challenge for covert narcissists, impeding the development of genuine emotional connections. Taking responsibility for mistakes proves difficult, often resulting in blame shifting onto others. Fueled by an intense fear of rejection, they navigate social situations cautiously, avoiding potential disapproval. Unraveling these nuanced behaviors is crucial for identifying covert narcissism and understanding the intricate dynamics when interacting with individuals adept at masking their self-centered nature. 6. Attention seeking. Covert narcissists, adept at concealing their self-centered traits beneath a veneer of sensitivity, manifest subtle yet impactful behaviors. Their grandiosity, though not overt, is evident in a nuanced sense of entitlement and superiority. Excessive sensitivity to criticism is a telling sign, prompting defensive reactions even to constructive feedback. Covert narcissists adopt a consistent victim mentality, portraying themselves as victims to garner sympathy while disregarding others' needs. Employing subtle manipulation, they use passive-aggressive tactics to control situations and seek attention indirectly. Despite not overtly seeking admiration, they strategically attract it through indirect means. Empathy proves challenging for covert narcissists, hindering genuine emotional connections. Taking responsibility for mistakes is a struggle, often leading to blame shifting. Driven by an intense fear of rejection, they navigate social dynamics cautiously, avoiding potential disapproval. Unmasking these nuanced behaviors is crucial for recognizing covert narcissism and understanding the complexities of interactions with individuals adept at camouflaging their self-centered nature with apparent sensitivity. 7. Difficulty taking responsibility. Covert narcissists, masters of concealing self-centered traits behind a facade of humility, exhibit subtle yet discernible behaviors. While lacking overt grandiosity, they harbor an underlying sense of entitlement and superiority. A key indicator is their heightened sensitivity to criticism, responding defensively even to constructive feedback. The adoption of a perpetual victim mentality is a prominent feature, portraying themselves as victims to elicit sympathy while dismissing others' needs. Covert narcissists employ subtle manipulation, utilizing passive-aggressive strategies to control situations and subtly seek attention. Although not overt attention seekers, they strategically attract admiration indirectly. Empathy proves elusive for them, impeding the formation of authentic emotional connections. Taking responsibility for mistakes is challenging, often leading to blame shifting. Fueled by an intense fear of rejection, they approach social situations cautiously, avoiding potential disapproval. Discerning these nuanced behaviors is essential for identifying covert narcissism, providing insight into the intricate dynamics of interactions with individuals skilled at masking their self-centered nature behind a veil of humility. 8. Intense fear of rejection. Covert narcissists, adept at cloaking their self-centered traits beneath an outward humility, exhibit nuanced behaviors that distinguish them. While lacking overt grandiosity, they maintain an underlying sense of entitlement and superiority. A notable sign is their heightened sensitivity to criticism, reacting defensively even to well-intentioned feedback. The consistent adoption of a victim mentality is a key feature, portraying themselves as perpetual victims to elicit sympathy while diminishing the needs of others. Covert narcissists employ subtle manipulation, utilizing passive-aggressive tactics to control situations and subtly seek attention. Though not overt attention seekers, they strategically attract admiration indirectly. Empathy proves challenging for covert narcissists, hindering the development of authentic emotional connections. Taking responsibility for mistakes is a struggle, often leading to blame shifting onto others. Driven by an intense fear of rejection, they navigate social dynamics with caution, avoiding potential disapproval. Recognizing these nuanced behaviors is crucial for understanding covert narcissism and unraveling the intricacies of interactions with individuals adept at masking their self-centered nature behind a facade of humility. 9. Envy of others. Covert narcissists, skilled at masking self-centered tendencies behind a veil of humility, exhibit subtle yet defining behaviors. Without overt grandiosity, they maintain an underlying sense of entitlement and superiority. A distinctive sign is their heightened sensitivity to criticism, reacting defensively even to constructive feedback. The perpetual adoption of a victim mentality is prominent, portraying themselves as victims to gain sympathy while minimizing others' needs. Covert narcissists employ nuanced manipulation, using passive-aggressive strategies to subtly control situations and seek attention. Though not overt attention seekers, they strategically attract admiration indirectly. Empathy is a challenge for them, impeding the formation of genuine emotional connections. Taking responsibility for mistakes proves difficult, often resulting in blame shifting. Fueled by an intense fear of rejection, they approach social dynamics cautiously, evading potential disapproval. Recognizing these nuanced behaviors is essential for identifying covert narcissism, providing insights into the intricate dynamics when interacting with individuals adept at concealing their self-centered nature behind a facade of apparent sensitivity. 10. Lack of genuine intimacy. Covert narcissists, adept at concealing self-centered traits behind a facade of sensitivity, exhibit subtle yet impactful behaviors that set them apart. While lacking overt grandiosity, they carry an underlying sense of entitlement and superiority. A key indicator is their heightened sensitivity to criticism, reacting defensively even to constructive feedback. Consistently adopting a victim mentality, they portray themselves as perpetual victims to garner sympathy, simultaneously diminishing others' needs. Covert narcissists employ subtle manipulation tactics, using passive-aggressive strategies to control situations and subtly seek attention. Though not overt attention seekers, they strategically attract admiration indirectly. Empathy proves elusive for them, hindering the formation of genuine emotional connections. Taking responsibility for mistakes is challenging, often leading to blame shifting. Fueled by an intense fear of rejection, they navigate social dynamics cautiously, avoiding potential disapproval. Recognizing these nuanced behaviors is crucial for understanding covert narcissism and unraveling the complexities of interactions with individuals adept at masking their self-centered nature behind a veneer of apparent sensitivity. In conclusion, unraveling the intricate layers of covert narcissism reveals a complex interplay of behaviors that distinguish these individuals in social settings. Despite lacking overt grandiosity, covert narcissists maintain an underlying sense of entitlement and superiority, evident in their reactions to criticism and the consistent adoption of a victim mentality. Their subtle manipulation tactics, including passive-aggressive strategies and indirect attention-seeking, further highlight the nuanced nature of their behavior. Empathy deficits and a reluctance to take responsibility for mistakes add to the challenges of forming genuine connections. Fueled by an intense fear of rejection, covert narcissists navigate social dynamics with caution. Recognizing these subtle signs is pivotal for understanding and navigating relationships with individuals who adeptly mask their self-centered nature behind a facade of humility and sensitivity. By shedding light on these behaviors, we gain valuable insights into the complexities of interactions with covert narcissists and the importance of discernment in fostering healthy connections.